Welcome wrappers! In this video I'll show you how you can apply a texture seamlessly to a wall created with Perspective 3, the Profantasy add-on for Campaign Cartographer 3+. To the left you see the result of the Extrude function with the fill style depicted to the right, and as you can see it's always the leftmost part of the bitmap that is applied to each new section of the wall. We don't want this. What we would like to have is that the leftmost wall section is coated with the left part of the fill style and that each new section is coated with the next part of the fill style. I'll further explain how we can achieve this with CC3+. Before we start to map, let's review how CC3+ is here set up. The screen is divided into the 2D area where we will do the unwrapping and the 3D area where we will draw the perspective. The sheets are minimal, constructions, walls and text, and even text is not really needed here. The line width is set to 0.05, essentially in order to make it strike out better on the video. The layers are also very reduced, merge standard and single definition that you always have, and just a walls layer. And to finish, the fill style is set to solid because the line width is greater than 0, so we can see everything very clearly on screen. Now we can start mapping. The unwrapping must be done on the 2D area because after the isometric projection, most of the lengths don't stay accurate, so we need to do it here. I will now unwrap this wall section to go along this one. Unwrapping is a circular motion, so we could use arc, but it's easier to just use the basic circle tool. I changed the color here to better keep track of all my entities, and then use the circle tool here, and to select this endpoint I use the F5 key, and the point on should be this endpoint, so again the F5 key. Now I need to draw a line along this wall section here, a line that goes from this point to the circle. So line tool. Again I use the F5 key, and to be parallel to this wall section I use the F11 key. The parallel modifier, there's no button. Next I will trim this line with the trim to button here, trim to the circle. So that's the first part unwrapped. Now I need to unwrap all this line here to the next section. I use the color 2, red, again to keep track of all the entities. The circle tool, F5 key to select this endpoint, and now I need to go up to this endpoint. I draw a line from here, F5 key again, parallel F11 to this section, and I trim the line to the circle. For the last section here, I change the color to number 3 blue, draw a circle, F5 key for the center, it's this endpoint, to F5 key for the point on the circle, it's this endpoint, and I draw endpoint, parallel the line, trim the line to the circle, and that's it. The unwrapping has been done. I can erase the circle, I don't need them anymore, and that's it. I will now project everything on the 3D area with the 3D projection button, and in the options I'll select top counterclockwise. You can of course select also top clockwise, but left and right, the left and right projection are for vertical entities, and here this should be on the floor. We will also uncheck Make Shaded Polygon by clicking on Leave as Original Entity. Make Shaded Polygon will yield a single entity, it's not what we want. Okay. I select everything, click on D for do it, from my cursor here to this point. Now we will extrude this part, it's the wall sections. For this, color to 0, I will choose a bitmap fill style. This is the one. It's a fill style scaled with 10 and 10. You can of course use other fill styles by clicking New and browsing your fill styles, or the other way is to use the tool menu and import bitmap fill style. With the extrude button, I will check the black entities, click on D and extrude from 0, 0, I type it here, extrude from 0, 0 to a distance of 10. We now get what I showed you at the beginning of this video, a wall where every section has the left part of the fill style. I will now edit this to make it seamless. Before we start editing the shaded polygons here, there are two things you need to note. The first thing is that two new layers appear, the wall's outline layer and the wall's solid colors layer. We will need to use this in order to hide the wall's outlines next. For now, I close this. The second thing to note is that this wall is now a single entity. You can check this by using the Info menu and List command. Select the new wall and type on the D key for do it. You see here it's a group of entities, so it works like a single entity. So the first thing to do is to ungroup this. This is done with the Tools menu, Groups, Ungroup. I select the wall and type on D for do it. Now, if you look at it, we have 8 entities for the 4 filled polygons and the 4 outlines. And so that these outlines don't come in the way, we will hide them here. Check the second checkbox Okay. We now just have to set the fill origin for each wall section to the endpoints of these projected lines. For this, there's this fantastic new command, set fill style origin. We type it here, set fs fill style org origin. We need to select an entity, so the second wall section, and now we need to give the shear fill origin. It's the endpoint of the green line, so I use again the F5 key, the endpoint modifier, to set it so, and see how it's now seamless. I repeat for the third wall section, select F5 key, the red endpoint, and the last section, select then F5 key, blue endpoint. And that's it. We now have a seamless wall. To finish, let me show you a special case when your walls have lines. Your wall sections are either vertical or horizontal on the 2D area map. Here the unwrapping has already been done, and you can see that all these endpoints here that we need to set the fill style origins are perfectly aligned. You can check this by drawing a line from endpoint to endpoint here. All the points we need to set the fill style origins are on the same pink line here. Furthermore, when I project all this, like we did before, from here to say here, you can see that this pink line is projected perfectly vertical. It means that in fact we don't need all this. We don't even need the 2D projection if we already have the 3D one. All we need to do is to draw a vertical line going through the first endpoint. I use the add shortcut here at 0,10. If you want, we can trim it to here. And now, to have the fill style origin points, all I need to do is to start a line from this set point with the F5 key, parallel to this wall section, a line starting from here parallel to this wall section, a line parallel starting here parallel to this wall section, and so on. Now, all I need to do to have the right points is to trim all these lines to the pink one. I don't need the pink one anymore. So now I will extrude with the chosen fill style. From 0,0 to a distance of 10. Here we are. And here what I need to do is to make the red line, the yellow line, and no, that's all, go to the front. So the red one should be somewhere here and the yellow one somewhere here. Do it. Now I have all the points I need to set the fill origin. Again, tools, groups, ungroup. The layer say is still hidden. And now use the magic command setfsorg. So second entity here with this endpoint, next entity with the red one, and so on. I use, of course, the F5 endpoint modifier each time to set the fill origin correctly. Let's move all this. And see, you have your seamless wall, but don't need in fact to go through all the process when your walls are vertical and horizontal on the 2D map. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you soon, I hope.